how it looks like inside. We left this to the
So give me
marketing team.
1 second. Looks like we're having a technical difficulty here because people are not able to see us.
Or hear us.
No, they can. I see they can hear us, but they cannot see us. So we'll see. Let's see. Let's see. All right. Looks like we're now. Looks like we're now live. All right. Perfect. So we may continue with our live.
Okay, there is I think like a minute delay between what we're saying and the answers that we get from the viewers. So bear with us on the comments. Okay.
All right. I can see. We can see you. Yeah. Apparently, we only have audio but no video, so we don't know what happened there. All right. So now we know where you guys are coming from. You know, like again, my name is Ricardo Leon, and this is Ananda Leon, our software engineer. So I say, well, can we start over? Yeah, let's go over our agenda of what we're going to be doing today.
The agenda is unboxing our latest and greatest product, the Levil Joy. We're also going to be showing you in-flight demos.
Yes.
Installation videos. We're going to have a live Q&A to answer all your questions in case we missed anything on the videos. So make sure you write them down on a paper towards the end. And we're going to have a very exciting announcement at the end and a raffle if you want to win some Levil customized merchandise. Make sure you stay
tuned, yeah,
for the raffle.
Yeah, make sure you got some pen and paper so to write down any question that you might have. Also, you can post it on the chat, and we'll be able to see what's going on.
Hello from Ireland.
From Ireland, wow, all the way there. So, why don't we get started and introduce our new and latest, our newest product?
We're gonna do an unboxing, and I haven't seen what's inside. So why don't you go ahead and do it?
All right. So we'll have right here our
okay.
Levil Aviation Joy. So this is the smartest, go ahead, grip on the market. So it will be used to control your eye level AP or your autopilot. So we have the unit itself.
Okay, where's the camera? Here's the camera. So it's made out of leather wrapping, and you can see it's a ergonomic shape. So my hand just like fits in there. And then on the front, you have some controls, which we're going to explain later in our in-flight demo. What else do we have? We have happy, not happy questionnaire. And you can register your device.
For warranty, yep.
We have adapters, depending on what your airplane is using, and some set screws. And
that's about it. So you will find also the manuals and all that stuff on our website. We'll keep everything digital so we can have everything as up to date as we can. So tell us a little more about the Levil Joy.
So yeah, the Levil Joy is basically we incorporated the autopilot controls into a grip that this goes on the stick of the airplane, and it allows you to do push to talk and also all the autopilot capabilities in the palm of your hands.
Yes,
that's what it is. Simple and beautiful and smart. It connects wirelessly to your eye level. And yeah, I don't want to give too much away because we have a whole video that we made to explain what it is and how it behaves in the air. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, we're gonna show that shortly. So why don't you tell us a little bit backstory of the Joy? Why are we coming up with this product, and just a little backstory on everything?
Yes, the Levil Joy it's a very interesting product, but if you think about the history of Levil Aviation, we've known to be a little bit of technology disruptors.
Yeah.
In a way, if you think about the very first product that never actually made it to market, you don't know about this one?
I do not know about this product.
School. studying, you weren't a pilot yet, but when I graduated college ages ago, uh, and started working for Level Aviation, my dad had just finished building his third airplane, I believe, in the garage of my house, of the house. And this is the RV9 that you currently fly today. And he had developed a Windows PC based EFIS system for the RV9. And this system was it was completely touchscreen, and it was highly criticized by his pilot friends because how are you going to use a touchscreen system inside an aircraft? That seemed to be a crazy idea. And fast forward 15 years or 5 years, and Garmin came out with a
Yeah.
touchscreen solution. And fast forward 15 years, and you cannot go flying without an iPad today. So it's funny how things work out. But yeah, I graduated college at that time, and Apple was coming out with the first iPads. And it was an interesting time because app developers were coming up with apps for aviation. And I remember we partnered with Hilton Software, developers of WingX Pro, and we developed or pioneer basically the first artificial horizon compatible with an iPad to be able to drive synthetic vision engines on the iPad. And this was revolutionary because
Okay.
iPads were being used for pre-flight planning, and now they were being used during the flight for situational awareness and so on. And that sort of paved the path for innovation for Level Aviation. And from there, this was for experimental airplanes mainly. And then the certified world was like, well,
What about us?
and so we had to innovate something for the certified world, and we came up with the bomb.
Okay.
And I think most of you know or have heard about the bomb already. It's our number one selling product. It basically goes outside on the wing. It's self-powered by the turbine, and it gives you basically all the information of your cockpit wireless to the iPad. And fast forward some years, we came up with the iLevel AP, which is our autopilot solution. And in a way, we face some of the same skepticism that my dad faced many years ago, because our autopilot is a trim tab based autopilot. It uses trim tab and a very small RC servo. I can show you right here. Just a standard RC servo to control the entire airplane. And many pilots are like, no, that doesn't work. How is this mini servo going to control my airplane? That's impossible. And it turns out that you don't need big, heavy servos to control the airplane. If you use aerodynamics, it's actually very easy and efficient to control the airplane. So that was the iLevel AP. And when it came to find a control interface for this new autopilot, we couldn't do just a standard thing, could we?
We can never go standard here.
No.
Always have to go out of our way to.
No, but don't get us wrong. Don't get me wrong. None of the products that we did, the intention was not to revolutionize anything or to be different because we have to be different. That was never the intention. Honestly, we were just genuinely brainstorming ideas of how to find, how can we solve a current problem that we have. And that's how all the products really evolved. And it's no different for the Joy. I was trying to find what's the best solution to tackle the problem that pilots were having when controlling their autopilot in a bumpy day, turbulent day, and they were having issues with the touchscreen displays because it is a concern. And what better way to do this than to put all your control controls in the palm of your hands in your grip. So that's the story behind the Joy. And we're very excited to bring it to the
market today. Yeah, we're very excited. For those of you who are just joining us right now, welcome. We had a little technical issue at the beginning with the live, so if you're just starting to join or if you were not able to see our live from the beginning, my name is Ricardo Leon. I'm the sales and marketing manager here at Levil Aviation. This is Ananda Leon. She's our software engineer. But we do have a couple of questions for you. We asked at the beginning, just in case you missed them. We want to know where you're watching from. What type of aircraft do you fly? I fly an RV9. I was mentioning that at the beginning. We're here in Orlando, Florida as well, with Oviedo, which is just outside of Orlando. Our home base airport is Sanford, so just let me know which one is your home base airport. You fly a grass runway, you not fly a grass runway, you fly a control airport. I want to know all that stuff. So go ahead and let us know in the chat. We're very excited. If you fly experimental aircraft, just give us a thumbs up on the chat as well, so we can get to know you a little bit more. So, I mean, we've been talking a lot, but why don't we show the Joy in action?
We're going to take you to the airport and we're going to show you the Joy. I hope you enjoyed this video coming up.
All right, let's go flying.
Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo Leon and I'm the sales and marketing manager here at Levil Aviation.
And I am Ananda Leon, the software developer for Levil Aviation, and today we're doing a flight demo of our newest innovation called the Levil Joy. It's basically a complete autopilot control in the palm of your hands. It's integrated into a joystick or a grip, and it's for experimental airplanes and light sport and ultralights. And basically, so today it's a beautiful day, but it's a little bumpy.
It is a little bumpy.
And it's actually perfect for demoing the Levil Joy, because the idea came from having something easy and ergonomic and smart to control the trim tab based autopilot that we offer, the iLevil AP. We have an iLevil AP installed here on the RV9, and it's connected to this mini iPad here and this iPad Pro, and all the we have a Vision over here. So it's a wireless based autopilot that you can control from your tablet.
Okay.
But in a bumpy day like this one, it might be a little hard setting like your heading and your altitude. So we designed this autopilot integrated autopilot control integrated into the grip. So what you're seeing here, we have two, one on the pilot, one on the co-pilot. And basically the buttons, the interface that you're seeing here, the bottom one is your push to talk. So this is connected to our radios, and it allows us to talk to the tower. And then the rest of the buttons are specifically to control the autopilot. So we have a heading button, altitude button. Those enable and disable heading control and altitude control. We have the nav button, which basically allows the airplane to follow a flight plan if we have one activated on a compatible app or a Garmin or a compatible flight planning tool. This is my favorite button. It's the level button, no pun intended. It's basically when you click this button, the airplane follows the current heading and the current altitude. So you can do hands off really quick with just pushing this level button and then the off button on the top. The LED bar that you see in the middle, in my Joy, it's currently flashing because I don't have it connected. We're going to go through how to connect the Joy.
Okay.
But on yours, it will basically indicate the trim. You can, because this is a trim tab based autopilot, you can trim your airplane using the trim tabs. And so that will indicate where is your trim tab.
Now, you mentioned that I can trim, and you gave us a little tour of the front of the Joy, but how do you trim up and down?
So the trim has a little scroll wheel on the back that you can't see on the cameras right now, But this scroll wheel basically allows you to trim up and down whenever we're not using the autopilot functionalities. You can use trim. And the scroll wheel on the back, it's also used to change heading and altitude on the go. So we're gonna go through that in a little bit.
Okay.
First, I want to show how to pair your Joy with the eye level.
Okay.
So if you're the Levil Joy can be connected via wireless. So it's a really smart device. It connects via Wi-Fi to the eye level, but you can also connect it via serial.
So if I don't want to do Wi-Fi, I can also hardwire it to the eye level.
You can hardwire to the eye level.
Nice.
So I think yours is hardwire, but mine is, we want to connect it via Wi-Fi to show here how you would do this. You can do this on the ground. You don't have to be flying for this.
Okay.
But for demoing purposes, we're going to do this during flight.
Okay, perfect.
So the first time you connect the Joy, it doesn't know which eye level SSID to connect to, okay? And it's probably going to show either a red light here, or it's going to be already in pair mode. When it's in pair mode, you know it because the trim LED bar is going to be flashing up and down. If it's not in pair mode, the way to get there is basically to push both heading and altitude button
At the same
together,
time.
leave them connected for 8 seconds,
Okay.
and then the pair mode is going to come up. Once you're in pair mode, you are going to go on your iPad, make sure your eye level is on. The
Okay.
eye level AP that you're going to be flying with has to be on. And we're going to go to settings on the iPad. We're going to go to Wi-Fi. I'm currently connected to my eye level AP. So I'm going to connect to my Joy autopilot. Okay? And the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think you messed up a number, so I think you did both two numbers the same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect.
And we join and we connect to our Joy display. This is only for configuration purposes. After we connect, you have to open your browser and input here the IP address of our Joy, which is 192.168.4.1. And if we click go, it's going to open the interface, and it's going to show you here a list of available networks. So we have the eye level autopilot and our bomb that's installed over there. So I'm going to connect to my autopilot, and you just select the network. Your specific eye level, it's probably going to say eye level AP dash 2345 or whatever
the serial number,
the
right?
serial number of your eye level. So now you can see my eye level is connected. This, the status light, it's going to turn solid whenever it's connected to an eye level and receiving proper data.
Okay.
If it's not receiving data, it's going to be flashing green. And if it's not connected to any networks, it's going to be solid red. So that's how you know that it's working.
Perfect. I can see now that it matches mine.
Uh-huh. So now that it's connected, we can go back on level AP, which is now connected, and I'm going to open up. And that's it. That's how you pair your Joy.
Well, that's pretty simple.
Yeah, just press these two buttons for 8 seconds and open the configuration page, select the network of the eye level AP, and that's it.
Now, before you give me a tour of all of the options that you can do with the heading, the altitude, and all that stuff, now, there was a lot of thought when it comes to designing the Joy. Now, it looks really nice, but it's not only looks, it has a function to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, why occupy panel space with autopilot control when you can have it here? really easy to use. That was the idea behind this product. We wanted to make it small but comfortable, so we put a leather wrapping, and it also has like a grip shape on the back, so it's really nice. The scroll wheel, we put it on the back because it's very easy to scroll with this finger. And the push to talk button, we put it on the bottom because it's the one button that you're going to be using the most. So it's a quick reach. Everything else, it's on top. We put LED lights on each button so you can see what's going on. So it's not just a control, but you can tell that right now we are activated in heading and altitude.
Yeah.
So if we, let's say if I push and disengage the altitude, this light goes off, and now you know that you're only using heading. So it's very easy to tell what's going on, even if your iPad is not, you know, if you're navigating and doing everything else, you know what's happening with your autopilot at all times. Let me turn on your altitude. Okay, 4,000.
Perfect.
Okay, so
So let's go through the functions. For example, let's go to heading. How do I change a heading? How do I activate it? Is there a difference between me just holding the button once or just keep it pressed?
yes. So you can change the heading really easy on the iPad by clicking here, and we say 181 because we don't want to deviate our course right now. In a bumpy day like this, if you don't want to be doing this, you can just simply click the heading button. It's going to start flashing, and it's going to allow to change. So I'm going to use the scroll wheel. You can see on the iPad.
Yeah, I see that it's now moving.
In real time what we're doing. So I'm going to go to 180 again.
Let's go 190.
190, okay, let's go to 190. And after 2 seconds, it's going to stop flashing.
Oh,
and the autopilot's going to say, okay, let's go to 190. You're going to see the airplane turning.
Nice.
So just one click. Flashing mode means you're allowed to change the heading, use the scroll wheel.
Okay.
The same thing for the altitude. One click, starts flashing, move the scroll wheel to whatever you want to do, and then the autopilot will climb or descend to that altitude.
Perfect.
So, pretty simple.
Let me try. So now the airplane seems like it's climbing, right? So if I want to just push, and that's going to bring it back to 4,500. Well, I'm just going to go one. There you go. And just let it go, and it's going to bring me back down to 4,500. Wow.
Yep, it's that easy. So that's for adjusting the heading and the altitude. For enabling heading and or altitude, you have to do a click and hold for, I think it's 2 seconds. So if I click and hold the heading, it's gonna disable. Or if I click and hold the heading, it's gonna enable.
Enable. I see.
Same thing for the altitude. And that's it for those two. Let's do a autopilot off for right now. And let's try and make a turn. We're gonna use the level button just to see how quickly the airplane recovers and keeps you flying at
perfect. So I'm just
whatever heading you prefer.
All right, let's do a left-hand turn. All right, and I'm just gonna descend a little bit.
It's such a beautiful day.
It is such a beautiful day.
I don't know if you're seeing it in camera, but...
All right, perfect. So, now let's say I want to stay there, right?
Uh-huh.
So just click level.
Level, the airplane levels out, and then you were flying at 114 degrees. So it's going to try to keep you there, and you were at more or less
4,300.
4,300, so it's going to try to...
That's nice. Now let's say I have an airplane right in front of me, and I want to move it without disengaging the autopilot. What do I do? Is that an option?
It is an option. So there is a button here on the top that the cameras can't see, but it's there. And it acts as an autopilot off button. So if I click, just quick click.
And disengages.
It disengages. This button is hard at your eye level.
Okay.
So everything else, if you're doing Wi-Fi communications, all these buttons are interfaced via Wi-Fi, sending a command directly to the eye level, and the eye level talking to the iPad so you can see what's going on. But in case your Joy is malfunctioning or something happens and you lose a way to disconnect the little servos, you can always use this button, and because it's hardwired, it will disengage the autopilot automatically.
Alright, let's try. So if I keep it pressed, alright, I see that I disengage, so I don't have to fight the autopilot if I want to turn.
Yes. So this button, if you just click, it disengages. But if you click and hold, it will apply a level function once you release. So if you have an airplane, you have to, or an obstacle, a bird, and you need to move out of the way really quick, you can click and hold this button.
So if I release now, it's going to be like a level.
Yep.
There it is.
Yeah, so it enables the autopilot again.
Okay.
To whatever altitude you were at in the current heading that you're at. So click is autopilot off. Click and hold is autopilot off temporarily until you release again, and then it automatically enables the autopilot.
Okay.
Okay, and the last function that we need is the nav. For the navigation to work, we need a valid navigation flight plan.
So where do I get this flight plan from?
Okay, so you need a compatible app like iFly GPS, the first one to enable pilots to do a flight plan on an iPad and send this navigation to the iLevel AP to follow a flight plan.
Okay.
So we have iFly in actually next year, or I think right now we have 4 more applications.
We do have, so the first one was iFly GPS, a local app for us here. They're also doing the integration and calibration for over our units like the bomb. We also have Air Navigation Pro, very popular app in Europe. We have Horizon as well. It's a kind of like a new app, but also getting very popular, and it's really, really nice. They have a really nice interface. And for all of the people down south, we also have a Aussie Wrongways in Australia and New Zealand, which they also, I believe, they also have European maps, but that's something you can check on their website. But they have been doing the full integration for the autopilot.
Yeah, so it's very exciting because we had a lot of requests like, hey, I don't fly in the US, but I want to use the full autopilot capabilities. I want to be able to follow a flight plan. What can I use? So if you didn't have a Garmin EVs or something, a panel-mounted display, you couldn't use our iLevel AP to follow a flight plan outside the US. So now you can. Air Navigation Pro has global moving maps, so you can use that anywhere in the world, and hopefully we get more apps in the future that are compatible. So in this demo we're going to use iFly GPS. So I'm going to go ahead and open iFly. I am going to clear any flight plans that we have. Okay, and I'm going to choose an airport. Where would you like to go? We can go to Melbourne.
Yeah, let's go to Melbourne.
And we're going to do...
Let's go to flight planning and direct to.
Direct to. On iFly, to be able to send the waypoints to the iLevel AP, you have to make sure to go to menu, and then setup, and then this NMEA output. Send to iLevel via Wi-Fi, and at least the first option needs to be checked.
Okay.
So once you know that and you confirm that,
yes, click acknowledge. Okay, perfect.
It should be sending the waypoints, and you can verify this if we go to the Levil Application app. Let me put this button here that says nav, and I can see actually it says Melbourne, so we are directing to Melbourne. You can see here also on your iPad that this nav shows up. Yeah. That means we have an active flight plan, and on the EFIS display, if we make this full screen, you can see this Melbourne is 53 degrees, and we are 11 nautical miles from it.
Perfect.
So once we know we have an active flight plan, on the Joy, you can just click the button nav, and it's gonna activate the flight plan for us. So very easy to do. If you don't have an active flight plan, your Joy will actually vibrate. It will tell you like, I don't have an active. the same thing with the altitude. So the Joy has a little vibrator inside. If you try to enable the altitude, but you haven't set your altimeter setting, it's gonna vibrate, telling you like, hey, you need to update your altimeter setting, because the level autopilot follows the altitude based on pressure altitude. Based on the pedostatic system, or the static system actually. If altitude setting on the iPad, it will not activate the altitude feature.
Perfect. So just for some reason here, so let's change the waypoint to, let's go to back to Sanford.
Sanford, so we're gonna say, enter a flight plan, KSFB.
Perfect.
Sanford, add waypoint.
Actually put direct to, there you go.
Direct to.
And then the airplane's gonna take us there.
Okay, close.
Now, so this is a great feature for those that do not we don't have like an app for specifically for this for
autopilot.
For autopilot. So you can use this one without having to have our app. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Nice. So let me add waypoint to here. Autopilot should follow all of that stuff.
The nice thing about this solution, so the iLevel AP, it's not just an autopilot. The iLevel AP is a complete glass cockpit solution. As you can see here, it's providing a complete EFIS display, airspeed, altitude, compass, G-load. It gives you an ADS-B receiver as well, integrated into the same box. And you can't see the iLevel AP, it's sitting right here, but it's a little box like this big.
Okay.
That gives you everything you need for navigation. It has a WASP GPS inside. It's sort of like a black box. It's recording everything on an SD card. And it also has all the autopilot algorithms inside. It's powering the little servos. It's powering the little servos that are moving the trim tab. So it's a really lightweight solution. It's perfect for experimentals and light sport. And now that it's compatible with the Joy, you can install both simultaneously, or just one on the pilot side, and just makes flying very easy, very comfortable.
No, it is very easy, very comfortable. I like the ergonomic design. I like the looks. I think it's a great idea and a great addition to the panel. I mean, I'm really excited about this one because we just upgraded our panel. Everything is new. We put an iPad Pro right here where we can have our app, and then we have a navigation app on the other side. And the Joy, I believe, is a really, really nice addition to this aircraft, and I love it.
Yeah, I like it. We wanted to design a little, like an easy autopilot control, but because of situations with the iPad and touchscreen and trying to facilitate that, but it becomes the same thing on trying to control on a bumpy day in here. So the fact that it's here in your hand, you have a nice grip, and it's just very easy to reach any button that you want.
Yeah.
It just makes it very
nice.
So we show everything autopilot control, but we didn't show how to trim.
Okay.
So that's
just
the
looking
only
for
thing.
some traffic that we have near us. Okay, so how's the trimming option?
So for the trim to work, we need to be autopilot off, because otherwise it's controlling the airplane.
Okay.
So grab the controls. I want to do autopilot off.
Perfect. My controls.
Now you can see the little LED
Yes.
bar in the middle gets enabled, and basically if I, using the scroll wheel on the back, if I trim up, the airplane is going to go up, and you can see the position of your trim tabs. And if I trim down, the LEDs go down,
I
and
see
the airplane
that.
goes
The airplane
down.
goes down.
And that's it.
Wow, that's awesome. So whenever the Joy is off, I can trim up and down using the
Correct.
with
So
one
it's
finger.
one more benefit of the iLevel AP. It's an autopilot, but it also can trim your airplane, and it just ends up flying with just using trim tabs.
Okay. Wow.
The entire system weighs less than a pound, or a pound.
Like a little bit less than a pound, yeah. So
Yeah.
so we have everything very lightweight.
Yeah. So imagine a complete glass cockpit with autopilot capabilities for
Yes.
less than 1 pound.
Yeah. It's incredible.
Why wouldn't you do it on an experimental airplane?
Yeah,
Why
and-
wouldn't you have?
And nothing is tied to my control system. Everything is using really old technology actually, which is the twin tab system.
Yeah, the idea is that you can override the autopilot. So if I just do a little push, I can fly my airplane, I
Yeah.
can avoid an obstacle, and then release, and the autopilot's gonna
Take
fly
over.
you there.
That's awesome. Well, I think that's it that we have. That's all we have for the Joy right now. I'm pretty sure we have more stuff coming up soon. So stay tuned. Make sure if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We have our information on our website, which is levelaviation.com. You'll see our manuals over there too. So if you have any question, feel free to reach out to us. Or if you want to ask other pilots what they have done on their installation, go to our Levil Aviation official community page. And you can ask any questions. We also run contests sometimes, and we send out shirts, hats, and things like that. So, and we also announce where we are during the shows and anything that we have to related to Levil Aviation. And like I said, you can ask other pilots what they have done regarding installation. If they have pictures and things like that, you can check out our Facebook community page.
If you don't know how to install the iLevel AP in your specific airplanes, most likely somebody has done it before, so you can ask there, and then they can guide you on how to do it, or
Yeah.
you can see pictures.
Yep. So go ahead and do that. Also, we have Instagram. We are on Facebook, so follow. So we post stuff weekly. So like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And until the next one, ciao, ciao.
See ya!
And we are back.
And we're back. That was a smooth landing, huh?
Great pilot over here. I never get nervous, even on that bumpy day.
It was a bumpy day, but it was a really nice flight. So I see a lot of questions coming in, and we've been looking at all the questions, and it's time for our live Q&A. So if you have any question, feel free to put them in the chat. We're gonna be here reading all of these questions, and then we're gonna be answering. Also, let's talk about installation. If you wanna see the installation of the Joy, we're gonna have a video on our website. So if you wanna go check that out, it's gonna be a complete full video of Ananda and Ruben explaining every single detail on installation about the
Yeah,
Levil Joy.
it's not like it's super complicated. It's basically you put this on the tubing, and because tubing is not standard, some aircraft has 1-inch tubing, 3/4 inch or bigger. So we offer an adapter. So make sure when you go and buy your Joy, you first measure what kind of tubing you have, so you select the proper adapter.
Now, very important. What kind of measurements do you need? What we will need for?
You need to measure the inside diameter of the tubing that you have, and that will tell you what adapter you need to buy from the website, and that's basically it. This goes inside the adapter, and just you'll see on the installation video.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, let's go to our questions. So, like I said, if you have any question, go ahead and comment below. We have also some commonly questions that we get asked here. Let's see. We've been collecting some of the questions that I have here. So one of the questions that I have is, will it be available for a joke? For yoke or yoke? Mispronouncing stuff here, but not as of right now.
We have not started any design for a joke, but you never know.
We're always innovating here, but yeah, as of right now, it's only for like a stick control. Um, the next question that I have here, do you have anyone set up an AP with trim tabs on a Kit Fox with full length flaperons? We're still working on finalizing test on this. I know it's been
No, but
quite some
this guy,
time.
what
Yeah.
airplane did he have there? So the problem with flat prawns is that you may need an additional trim tab on the other side of the flat prawn. And a guy that actually bought an eye level AP from us, and he purchased an additional trim tab. He did it all on his own. Which was amazing because he recorded
Yeah.
his installation. I wish maybe we can post the link to his YouTube channel so you can, if you have a flapper on airplane, you can see what he did. We're also possibly put this on on our website, but he basically installed an extra trim tab, which helps the roll control or the
Yeah.
pitch control. So it is possible. We're also working on a yaw accessory for planes that have
And the
adverse
advanced
yaw.
yaw.
So that would be a 3-axis autopilot, and it's going to be a plug-in accessory to the current eye level AP.
Perfect. So next question we have is, I already got the eye level AP with controller. Does the Joy replace the controller?
It does not replace it. Essentially, they can work together. So the controller is hardwired into the eye level. You can install the Joy as a Wi-Fi accessory. You don't necessarily have to wire in to pin 2 and 3, which is the one that you use for your current controller. So you can use them simultaneously. They will all sync up at the same time. Whatever you do on the controller is shown on the Joy, and it's shown on the iPad. Everything is synced in.
Yeah. So, well, that's pretty cool. Now, can you well, we saw on the airplane we can install more than one, which is one of the questions that you'll see. But yes, you can install more than one Joy at a time. So let's see. The next question we have is the pricing for the Joy. So the Joy will retail at 645 each. Some people will install 2. We're also creating some bundles so you can get it with the eye level autopilot and all that stuff. But yeah, so you're looking around 645 for the unit.
Or a better pricing if you buy the whole bundle.
Correct. Next question is aileron trim in the development roadmap? I am planning on a 3-axis control using the servos as an elevator trim.
I mean, yes, this is a trim system. I don't know if the question is if you can use the existing trim. The answer is no. This is an additional trim tab that you put on the aileron and on the elevator, and you can use it for trimming, and you can use it for autopilots when you use the eye level AP.
Yeah. So you use the trim tabs that we provide. You can also create your own, but the ones that come with the airplane already are too large for. It's going to be too much force to control the autopilot.
With the little art.
With a little RC servos, yeah. I believe somebody asked about trimming the aileron.
The roll. So
the roll, yeah.
The Joy here, this is the trim indicator, and with the wheel you can trim up and down. To control the aileron, the roll trim, you can do it on the iPad, and we have an iPad here. Ricardo is going to show you. So when you go to the autopilot screen, you can click on trim, and basically you can trim left and right. But unfortunately, we don't have a way to do it. We thought about it, but it was going to be very complicated for the pilots to go from up and down. We didn't want to overcomplicate things. So only trim up and down on the Joy as of now.
Yeah. Let's see. Building a Zenith cruiser. Nice. That's a beautiful airplane.
There's a lot of scenic.
I see a lot of Zenith in the chat. Yeah.
So
They're all Joy. Yeah.
thank you for your support. I saw in the comments that there was a guy that had a bomb in an airplane in an eye level 3AW, and then he's
building an airplane,
and he has an eye level AP.
AP for it.
Thank you for being level.
Cheers to you. Thank you for being a level support. Let's see. I assume it is powered over hardwire. Is there any battery backup like the other eye level devices? So is there a backup for?
There is no battery on the Joy. There is a battery on the eye level AP, which is the brains of the operation. All the sensors are in there. And remember, or for those of you that don't know, the eye level AP, it's not just an autopilot. It has your ADS-B receiver built in. It has a WAS GPS built in. It has your pedostatic computer built in, your AHARS. It does basically everything. So that does have a battery. And if something happens with this, and you're not wiring via serial, because you can wire via serial or Wi-Fi. Let's say you run out of power. There is a button right here, which is hardwired to your eye level AP, which has a battery, so you can disconnect autopilot capabilities. If it is hardwired and your eye level AP has a battery and you go into a power failure situation, yeah, I guess if this is not wiring to battery.
To the battery. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The servos, yeah. The autopilot, you have to disconnect autopilot if you lose battery, because the servos, even though the eye level is supplying the power, the battery is not capable of driving the servos. So yes, turn off autopilot in a power emergency.
All right, perfect. So the next question is, well, I'm assuming that answers the next question is, how is the Joy powered?
Joy powers by 12 volts on a cable here, red cable, and ground is the black cable.
Next question is, wiring harness including COM, power, etc., or available as an accessory?
The harness for the eye level AP is included when you buy an eye level AP. So that includes wiring into your trim tab, servos, and the ability to connect other accessories like the Joy. The Joy comes with, I think, 1 foot of wiring. If you need more, then you have to extend the cables. But it's basically power and ground. That's it. It communicates via Wi-Fi to the eye level AP, so it's super simple. Unless you want to wire via serial, then it's 2 extra cables.
Perfect. Next question. Can you have 2 hardwired?
You can have 2 hardwire. So the eye level AP has 3 auxiliary ports or serial ports. You will have to use one of the, so 1 standard serial port for communication with the Joy, and then 3 serial ports. So in total, it's 4 serial ports. So for the second Joy, you can use the one of the auxiliary ports. So definitely, yes. And then on the iPad, since we have, can you activate this iPad thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll show you what to do on the iPad. You would have to go to menu on the top left, and then device configuration, and then you put the serial number of your device. Okay, and then here on general configuration, you can see the serial ports. So port 0, 1, and 2. And then under select, you're going to do data out. You configure your port for data out and then click apply. And that's all you need to know. Basically, we want to send all the data on that port to the Joy so that it is syncing with the eye level. And that's it. That's how you wire the second Joy. The first Joy, you're just gonna tap into pin 2 and 3 of the eye level AP, which is the standard serial port.
Perfect. That's a very good. That was a very good question. Let's see. Carl from Fly with the Guy. I love you guys. Is a firmware upgrade required to work with existing level AP systems?
You do not need a firmware update for the Joy. They will work right from the box.
Yes. So is there a wiring for push to talk included?
There is, oh yes, I forgot. So it's power ground and push to talk. So there is another wire that goes straight to your radios.
So let's see. Total cost of the AP system, including the Joy. So it depends on what you're looking at. So if you're looking with the system, you're looking probably with the Joy, the trim tabs, all that stuff. You're looking probably around maybe 3,500 for the whole kit. And that's why we always have deals and things like that. So,
but, and this is only for the people that are watching right now, we're gonna have
a little surprise at the end.
some discounts at the end. So that price may be a little better once you hear the news. And it's only for on this live for the people that are watching. We're gonna offer some discounts. Stay tuned.
Perfect. So let's say, is eye-level AP IFES a standalone or does it complement a BOM or a 38W?
It is standalone, so it's the same concept as a BOM. It includes the AHARS, it includes the ADSB receiver, it includes the GPS, it includes inputs for pitot and static information. It has a SD card recording all your flights so you can analyze everything afterwards. It's really cool because you can analyze the autopilot's capability. So if you were following a flight plan, you can see how good was the autopilot at following the flight plan.
Let's see. What are the available colors for the stitching? Well, that's a very good question. So as of right now, we do have the on our store. You'll see we have a red stitching, and we're also going to have a whole black stitching. So we're going to have two of those options offered on our website. So just let us know which color you want to. So we're going to have these two colors. Let's see. What's the surprise at the end? It's going to be a surprise.
We're almost done with all the questions.
So are you using an IFES? Will you still use a pin 1 and pin 2?
If you're using EIS.
EIS, will you use?
Yes, the EIS goes on one of the auxiliary ports. So the Joy will connect to pin 2 and 3, transmit and receive. For serial communication, it is not necessary. You can connect it via Wi-Fi as you would connect your tablet to the eye-level AP. The Joy looks for the eye-level AP network and it connects to it automatically when your system turns on. It just connects. So if you want to hardwire it, use pin 2 and 3 if they're available. If you already have something in there, like another autopilot controller that we offer, then use one of the other auxiliary ports.
Let's see. Any way to get AOA on the AP in the future?
Yes, there is a way. It is on the to-do list. It's been there for the longest time, but we keep working on other projects. So maybe for next year or this year, we'll see.
There's something, we have a very extended to-do list. Yeah.
Not to add one, but as an accessory, just like the Joy. So don't worry if you're purchasing an eye-level AP today that in the next year it's going to be obsolete. That's not how it works, because this is a wireless based cockpit system. We can add as many sensors as we want in the future. So that's the plan.
So what have you done to prevent runaway trim? Is there a way to neutralize all the trim types in case of a failure?
Wait, sorry, I hear the question.
Right here. Let's see, I lost it. It's moving, it's moving. Okay. What have you done to prevent runaway trim? Is there a way to neutralize all tabs in case of a failure?
Yes, so they are designed to come back to neutral. It does have a balance. I don't know, in the video on the website you can see. So if you have a runaway trim, the forces on this are not, you can basically overpower at any time.
Even if it's a full deflection.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but if you lose power or whatever it is, they're designed to come back to neutral.
Mm-hmm.
And if it doesn't, you can always overpower easily, as you can see on the, I don't know, on the demo flight, did we try to overpower? I don't remember now. on
We just landed.
Yeah, we show this. We actually show this on the eye-level AP in-flight demo, not on the Joy, but on the eye-level AP.
Let's see. I see also a couple more questions just popped up. I think I escaped. Okay, we just answered this question. Is it a boot up time?
Wait, there was a question if this is going to be posted on our YouTube channel later. Yes, it is. What is that? The boot up time? The boot up time for the eye level, I think it's 4 seconds, 6 seconds
Yeah, it's not much.
Everything warms up, and then you can see it on the iPad. For the Joy, there's no boot up time. It just starts looking for the eye levels network and connects automatically.
I was a little late to the party. So is the app used as a standalone like ForeFlight competitor? No, our app complements these apps like ForeFlight, iFlight GPS. We explore there's over 30 apps out there that you can use.
So we can show, this is more or less how Ricardo flies. He flies with ForeFlight, and then he'll put our Levil Aviation app to the side, and you can change this ratio as you wish, and you would basically do EFIs. So this is how we used to fly, and this is why the Joy is so amazing. Autopilot.
Do autopilot.
Close. So this is how we used to fly. But once you have a Joy, then you actually don't need this interface, because the EFIS will tell you where your heading bug is, where your altitude bug is, and since you're controlling everything from here, you have a complete status on the autopilot. So you don't need the autopilot interface anymore, and you can use the other windows to allow like engine information or the traffic view, or you can add a new view and have all of them together. So our app can be used side by side with the other ones, whatever navigation app you want. And that's the great thing about it, and it's free. Just download it on the App Store.
Perfect. Well, that was a pretty good tour. Now I got a couple more questions here. Do you have the self-powered trim tabs yet? That's something that we're still working on, still on our to-do list about the.
We are this close.
Yes. We are very close to complete that. So yes, it's probably coming up sometime soon. Let's see. I think compatible with Sky Demon.
Yes, the ILP is compatible with a Sky Demon, although a Sky Demon as of right now does not send like a flight plans that you can follow with the autopilot. You can use it to display the traffic and the GPS and some of the data. but you can use it side by side with our app and do all the autopilot and the rest of the things that Sky Demon doesn't.
So why was I not invited to this live?
This is our party.
Invited, and I feel like it's because I always give away free stuff. Is it I always give away free stuff?
This is our mom girl right here.
Give away free stuff. I'm gonna do it again now. So hi everyone. I have come to give away free things. I'm going to raffle away. Ooh, nice confetti. I'm gonna raffle away a custom hat and shirt with your tail number to the top 2 people that can guess how many people work here at Levil Aviation. I'll give you guys 1 minute to put your answers in the chat, and whoever can come the closest
We'll see.
will get a free hat and shirt customized with your tail number or whatever your heart desires. Ricardo's the best, or
Absolutely.
Go on,
Yeah.
go on your shirt too, or your hat. So yeah, how many people do you think make all the magic happen every day?
So start typing all the answer. Whoever gets the closest, it will get, like Michelle said, a custom hat and a custom shirt. And then also, just if you are the lucky winner, make sure you send me an email. That my email on the screen right there, so that way we can and with your tail number, email with your address, tail number, and all that stuff, so I can get it customized. I see a bunch of.
This is your punishment for not inviting me. Now
I
I
know.
get now I make you
Yeah.
work more. Now you get giveaways.
It's
stuff.
costing me money here.
Can you give a hint to help people out?
Let's see. What's the hint?
We're a small family company.
We're a small family-owned company. Let's see. I see. Let's see, ma'am. I see a lot of good answers.
Did anybody start a timer? I didn't start a timer.
Let's see.
Let's give 30 more seconds.
Can I throw in some glasses too? I'm gonna throw in some glasses. You're also gonna get Levil glasses.
We're gonna get the whole swag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're gonna get some Levil Aviation sunglasses too. Why not?
Let's see.
Also, this is counting everybody from marketing to administrators to everybody. Shipping, production. How many level?
Wow, I see 99,000. I wish we had.
Okay,
One day. All right, I think time is up.
I feel like it has.
Should we say the answer yet?
Drum roll.
All right.
We
All right.
are a whopping 19 people. Good amount. As you can see, we are small but mighty. We all wear a lot of hats, but we all love what we do every single day. And it's a bunch of people who are just really passionate about aviation and hanging out with you guys. Yeah.
It's fun to work here.
I love coming.
It is. Let's see. I think the closest one so far has been Carl Falsness.
Yes.
Falsness.
Congratulations.
18. That was the closest. Let's see. The second closest one, I think.
Let's see. Go down.
Let's see. We have 22 so far as the closest. Maybe 15. No.
Another one.
There's another 22 right here.
17.
17 is closer.
I think 17.
Let's see.
All right. We'll see. The 99,000.
There's a 19. Oh, no, 19. But that was after we said 19. So that doesn't count. So 17, I think, would be closest.
Let's see. Yeah. MC. So if you guys are the local winner, just send me an email. That's my email right again on the screen with your with your address, phone number, and tail number, or whatever you want to customize it with.
Yeah.
And then we'll make it for you.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you're at any of the air shows and you wear it, come take a picture with
The bomb girls. And the bomb girls. And me.
I think
Nah.
take a picture with us. And because I like giving away stuff,
Again.
since you guys hung out with us all of this time, you get a special little reward, and that is early access to the Joy. So nobody else can buy a Joy other than you guys if you stuck it out with us up until this point. So you have exclusive access. Since we are 19 people making these, we only have a limited amount of products. So make sure if you want one or two for your plane, that you do get your order in so that you can reserve yours. And on top of that, as a little thank you, and since we are so excited about the release of the Joy that has been a long time in the making, we are doing 15% off store-wide on all of our goodies. So please, please, please take a look at our store. 15. We haven't done that in like forever.
I know. It's been a while.
Release the bomb. We haven't
Yes.
done 15% off. So thank you to all of you guys who support us, that keep us going, keep all 19 of us employed.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's
So as Mitch said, this is a very exclusive link. So just can go ahead and type. I think we're gonna put it in the comments too. So you can go ahead and purchase the unit. Somebody asked if they can come and pick one up tomorrow. You can, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I missed that question over there, but I saw
but
it.
today to reserve it and then
Yes.
get up tomorrow.
Now we also have make sure you go to get that 15% off. Just put on the checkout Joy Party, and then you get 15% off of your entire purchase.
Capitals Joy Party.
Yeah. So we'll put a comment here in the chat so that where you can go ahead and put your code at checkout, so to receive a 15% off. Now there is, if you want to come, we already mentioned Sun and Fun. I'm assuming we're going to be at Hangar A booth 10. Make sure you come and take a picture with us. Come and experience for yourself the Levil Joy and all that stuff.
Say hi.
And say hi to us. And say hi to us. Yeah.
Candy, which is always a big.
Oh yes, we always have candy and bags and bags.
The
Yeah.
best.
The best bags and Sun and Fun. So make sure.
Hit to you, Mike, wherever you are.
Yeah. So, well, I think that's it for today for us. I mean, it was a very, very great live.
Did you mention the lives we're going to be doing every week?
Yeah, I'm getting to that one. So, we're going to be doing from now until Sun and Fun. We're going to be doing a live every Friday at 1 p.m. So the same time, we're going to have special guests. We're going to have news about the stuff in aviation, and we're going to be answering questions. So if you didn't get to put your question today, we're going to be here live again next week. So
If you have any suggestions of like, I want to learn more about, like, for example, we recently integrated vertical power. I want to learn more about vertical power. Give us some ideas on which companies we can.
what do you want to see next?
To our live, so we can invite some people, developers, whatever you.
Yeah, so you can ask all of those questions there too. Perfect. If somebody wants to get in touch with us,
How do I pick the black thread? I already have 2 in my cart. How do they pick the black thread?
you can just after you purchase, you can just send us an email and we'll pack the black ones for you. So just send us an email after you purchase, and we'll get you the black units.
If you need to get in contact with us, you can always call us at 407-542-3971. And or you can email us at aviationsupport@level.com. Thank you for the link. aviationsupport@level.com. They will take great care of you, any questions that you may have. You can also reach us at the Facebook groups, which is a great platform for you to ask other pilots how to install a Joy, how to install a bomb. It's basically a group of pilots that use our technology, and some pilots that want to use our technology, and it's a great platform to share ideas and questions. So make sure it's a private group, so you have to ask, and for the to be entered into the group, and we'll accept you and welcome you there. The other way to reach us is social media: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. lives every Friday. We're gonna be there.
I think we should do a special shout out here to Stuart, who he just placed his order for for 2 units. Yeah, we'll get you also custom hats for being.
Swag.
Yeah.
Thank you for your order.
Thank you, Stuart.
Yeah. So
Go away. I'm just gonna keep away giving everything.
right. So if you want to join the party like Stuart just did, you can go ahead to the link that's on the screen right now. We also posted on the chat. Make sure you use the discount code, and until the next Friday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Muy bien.
See you.
Bye.
See you next Friday. Ciao, ciao.
Bye.